Semy, you've been a part of the program for a while now, and I was just wondering, like, how you felt like you've grown and developed as a player to be kind of what you are now for the program.
I think I've become very successful. You know, starting as a freshman was a biggie, and I never let that get to my head. I just knew that a starting position, that means that the coaches are depending on you and relying on you to make plays. And so I just done that through my whole years, and now I'm a senior. And I have just grown from that. This man right here, I love him so much. I just become more successful.
Has your role changed this offseason going into this preseason, or are you still kind of occupy the same position?
Still the same thing, you know. Still at wide receiver and corner, making plays for this guy right here, and no, it hasn't really changed.
What have you set out individually to improve upon to make yourself better for, you know, not just your future, but for Loudon football as well?
We have this thing called Redskin Pride, and it's real. It's more like a community thing, and it's more of a family thing. But I have become successful from training and going hard every day and putting 150% for him.
We have Redskin Pride. These guys are buying into it, and we hope we'll have a successful year.
I don't want to call it relief, but there's a certain feeling of coaching your son and kind of how that can be perceived by others. And now that that's not there, how do you approach that mentally?
There was a lot of pressure, you know. Not only did I want it to be the best for him, but his mama was a tough parent, you know. And so that pressure is gone. It is, but still, it wasn't really about him. It was about him having his moment within that Loudon program. And so the pressure to succeed is the Loudon program because of the community support there and because of the way people value that. But there is a little bit of sense of relief that it's really not life or death anymore, because I can come home and not wear it anymore. When your son's playing and your wife's so involved, you have to wear it home too if it's a bad night. And so there is less pressure for sure.
You guys, I'm sure, weren't just going like, oh, Keaton's not here anymore, we got to find somebody. How have y'all prepared for this transition over the last really more than a year and making sure you guys have somebody up and coming behind him?
Yeah, we went all in with him as our quarterback varsity-wise, and so we were in a lot of competitive games last year. Our JV program has two young men that come up through it, Will Irvin and Bronson Scrivener. They're ready for this moment. They understand what it takes to be successful. They've done it as JV players, but now there's a different, you know how it is. It's different on Friday nights, and so they're going to have to learn what it takes to be successful on Friday nights and all the things that go into being a high school quarterback and leading your team, especially on Friday nights. And so that'll be a work in progress, and I'm sure we'll have our good moments and bad as we go.
Are there going to be a couple names that maybe we get familiar with Loudon football? Like, okay, this guy is having a heck of a fall.
Yeah, Gavin Devine is a running back for us. Played defensive line for us last year. If we're going to be successful, he's going to have big games. Obviously, everybody knows of Semy Turner. He's been featured in his growing up in our program since he was a freshman. He's 34-5 as a starter. If we're going to have a big year, obviously his name is going to have to be at the forefront, and he's an all-star or an all-state caliber player for us. And so he'll give us our identity, but we'll have to find an identity in the run game. And Gavin Devine and Kiefer Tateman are two guys that we feel like can carry the ball for us.